Hi, it's Chris from Epix here. Welcome to this short walkthrough of our Subcontractor Portal. Now, if you're not sure what the Subcontractor Portal is or you've not heard of it, essentially it is exactly like it sounds. It's a web-based version of our system, a little bit like what the operatives would normally use on the mobile device. However, it's made available using any web browser on any device. And it's designed for subcontractors to be able to log on and complete the jobs directly onto the system without having to send you paperwork and then making your own staff do that for them. Now, the very first time you log in, you'll be asked to enter your name, and this is because more than one person can log in to the same portal. So you can have multiple employees of a subcontractor all logging into the same system and recording their own work against their jobs. So once you've entered your username and password and you press login, the first time you do this, you will be prompted to enter your own name. As you can see, there are a couple of users already set up here. If you needed to add a new one, you can do that by doing it here. I'm just going to select myself. And as we can see here, we've now got a list of jobs that we've got assigned to us to complete. Before we accept any of those, I'll just point out that you can search for the jobs using this here. Say you had a really long list, you can search for them. And you can also, of course, log out of the system by clicking here. Over on the right hand side at the top here, there is also this icon, which allows you to run a report of visits that you've already recorded. So you can go back and look at previously recorded work. So we'll begin by accepting our first job. So we're going to go for this one here. So to accept it, we'll click on there. And this steps us into the job itself, where we can see useful information such as the job reference and details of where the job is and so on. And also any notes that might exist as well. We can see that we've got a section here for related jobs. If there were anything related to this site, you would get a total number here and you'd be able to expand this list to see information about that. Now, if you don't want to do anything with the job right now, you can click on the back button here to take you back to your full list, and you can go into the next one. Now you can see on this one here that this one's got two related jobs. So if we click on there, we can see those jobs shown here as well. Now, if we wanted to record some work against a job, we do that by pressing the pencil at the top right here. And so within the menu that pops up, you can then perform various actions depending on what it is that you need to do on this visit. So within the Update Information menu, we can do a variety of things. So what we'll do is we'll explain each in turn. So the Record Asset Comments, if we click into there, this allows the engineer who's out on site to make any comments about a particular asset, and this could be anything to do with the state of the repair or any note that they think is relevant to you. So you could get them to write a note and then save that as a comment. Then step back, and then they can then start working through the other things that they've done whilst on the site, such as recording work done and parts used and so on. However, we're going to step back a stage again and just show you the other menu items that they've got here. So we've got record work done, we've got record further notes, times on the job, and then finally closing it. So if we step into the record work screen, this is the screen that we ended up in before, we can click here to start adding the work that we did. And you get three fields to complete. One is the work that you did whilst on site on that particular asset. This one here is for parts that you might have used. And if there are any parts required, you can make note of that here. So it might look something like that when you're finished. Once you're done, press OK. And of course, you can add more work done if you need to by clicking here. Once you're done, press the back key to go back to your main job sheet. And then you can reload the menu and carry on as you were. So you might want to add some notes to the job. You can do that by clicking in here. And this is where you can also view notes that are already there. So we can see here that we've got some notes that are already on the job. And we've also got the ability to add a note ourselves. And also we can attach files. So this would be really useful if the engineer has taken any photographs and you'd like them to upload any images or diagrams that they might have drawn out for you, and they can do that using the file picker here. Stepping back into our recording work, we're now onto the record times option. Now to record the times on the job, this is very straightforward. We click here to add a new visit, and you just simply say what date you attended site and the times that you began and finished work. And you press OK. And if you need to add any further visits because you've been out more than once, you can do that by clicking here. But also if you make a mistake, you can edit them by clicking here. Once you're done adding your visits, again, we press the back key to go back to the main job sheet, and you can then click back onto the edit pencil up at the top here to carry on. So as you can see, we're now at the close job stage. So this will allow us to close the job down and provide a status for the overall visit. Having clicked on close job, we can now provide a signature for the work and also a status of the completed works as well. So clicking on add signature, we've got the opportunity to sign as both the customer and the operative. So if the customer was present, you could get them to sign the screen for the work that you've done. I'm going to change this to the operative signature, pop my name in this field here, and then simply sign the screen to say I'd done the work, and then press save. That adds my signature to this visit, and then I simply choose the most appropriate status for the job, and then click close job to close it down. And as we can see, that job has now disappeared from my list and sent it back to the office for their reviewing. Well, that just about covers our Subcontractor Portal. If you've got any questions or you'd like to get this set up in your own system so that you can start getting your subcontractors to use the portal to complete their jobs, then don't hesitate to get in touch.